Hi, I'm Dr. Brent Blue, and I'm here to discuss traveling with portable oxygen concentrators. The world is open to you. It used to be that being prescribed oxygen therapy meant being confined to home. No more. With the invention of the portable oxygen concentrator, many oxygen therapy patients can travel with ease. Oxygen cylinders and liquid oxygen cannot be used on airlines due to security and safety concerns. However, portable oxygen concentrators, or POCs, can allow you to travel by air, as well as cruises and trains and on long car trips, with no gaps in your oxygen therapy. There are some things to consider before and during your trip, but the most important thing to remember for many people is the oxygen barrier is broken, and it is now time to explore the world around you. When traveling by air, certain requirements need to be met to allow you to have a reliable source of supplemental oxygen during your trip. The Department of Transportation and the Federal Aviation Administration require you to have enough batteries for at least 150% of your onboard flights. For example, if your total flight time is 4 hours, you must have enough battery power to power your machine for at least 6 hours. The reason behind the 150% rule is to allow for delays due to weather conditions or mechanical issues. You have to use battery power on an airline because the aircraft power does not deliver the amount of amperage required and also uses a different electrical wavelength than home electricity. If the POC is plugged into an airline power, it can damage and shut down the POC. It can also shut down the electrical outlets for the entire row of seats on the circuit. Batteries cannot be in checked luggage for safety reasons, and you will probably not have enough time to recharge batteries during layovers. You must also be sure that you use a quality concentrator that is approved for use for travel. Be wary of inexpensive units that you may find that you can get without a prescription. These we call non-concentrators and do not deliver enough oxygen purity to be helpful and are not approved for use. The list of approved portable oxygen concentrators can be found on the various airline websites and at FAA.gov. Finally, airlines must be notified of your plans to use an oxygen concentrator on board. Policies vary between airlines. Some only have a simple one-page document, while others have detailed forms that may need input from your healthcare professional. Planning ahead is key to success and an enjoyable trip. While Medicare, Medicaid, and private insurance companies may reimburse some of the cost of portable oxygen concentrators, they may not cover the right kind of equipment for traveling longer distances. So your normal oxygen equipment supplier may not be able to provide it for you. Fortunately, there are rental companies which specialize in travel oxygen equipment who can simplify the process for you. They can rent you a portable concentrator if you do not have one, and they can also rent you extra fully charged batteries for your own unit if you do not have enough batteries. They can also help you fill out the paperwork and notify the airline of all the information required. They can even include electrical adapters if you are traveling internationally. Some rental companies also provide 24/7 telephone support should there be any issues with the airline or with the equipment, and if necessary, provide replacement equipment if the problem cannot be solved over the phone. Certain rental companies also include a pulse oximeter with their POCs so you can monitor your oxygen level while you're in flight. This is important because some devices can work somewhat differently from each other. Many people using oxygen therapy have international travel destinations on their bucket list, but feel their equipment may anchor them closer to home. However, international travel is absolutely possible. In addition to the travel tips we've already discussed, there are a few other things to remember. Portable oxygen concentrators are designed to operate with different power systems used in countries outside the United States. But you may need to get a special adapter in order to physically plug it into an overseas outlet. These adapters are available wherever electronics are sold. Your equipment supplier may also be able to provide one, and if you use a travel oxygen supplier, they can give you one for the length of your trip. Traveling by trains, boats, and cars is often a bit simpler. POCs are designed to plug into 12-volt sockets in your car, like the old-fashioned cigarette lighter plugs. And they also plug into 110 outlets available on cruise ships and trains. Even buses have similar outlets that you can use, which reduce the number of batteries that might be necessary for your trip. However, remember that if you're on a special tour, that particular bus may not have outlets. You may also run into situations where that outlets are simply out of service. Once again, prior planning is critical to a safe and enjoyable trip. The bottom line is, with portable oxygen concentrators and the company that support them for travel, the world is open to you. Get out there and explore and feel safe and secure breathing while you do it.